The name of this video is called Karma Comes Around. This week I was on Facebook. I remember I have many profiles. I created a profile, and I remember I accidentally, well, I requested my ex. This was a while back. It was, it's that time when, guys, when you get hurt, or women, when you get hurt and you're just upset at the individual, and no matter what, you're contacting them, even though if they're not calling you and texting you, but you're the one seeing how they're doing, and they don't really care about you. And then you get to a point where you're strong and you just completely don't care. Well, this week I went on Facebook, and my ex-girlfriend, the guy she got with, when we broke up, she got with somebody right away. Anyway, she got hurt by that guy. I seen it on her profile. She was sad and depressed, and I made fun of her. I did. I put it on her profile that, karma is the B word, and then I sent her a message saying that, sorry or whatever, but then I changed my mind, and I turned around and said, aha, karma. And I put her on blast on Facebook on my page, and then her friend stood up for her, telling me off, whatever. I didn't really care too much. But I started thinking that, what, karma does really come around, and it does, and it hits a person twice as hard, I tell a lot of people that I was too good of a person to get hurt, and I was, It also happened recently. I started talking to this girl online, and it turned out that she was just leading me on the whole time. She said, I was cute or good looking, I was a keeper. And then I started noticing that. I just told her I was going to go to sleep, and I would wait, and I would wake up and text her. I did. I texted her like 3 times. After that, I didn't call her. See, what I do is I delete their phone number. I don't memorize it. I got rid of it. And I decided that, what, I'm not gonna kiss her butt just because she's pretty. So I caught her online, and I don't feel like I lost, because in God you never lose. Life is not about losing or winning. It's about just going all the way and dealing with it. Members, I know sometimes you're gonna feel like that lonely. You're gonna feel depressed, but you're still fighting. That's the important thing. You're still fighting. I can't actually sit here and actually tell anybody that if that they're gonna always end up winning. It doesn't work like that. But when it comes to karma, you got to be careful what you do to an individual. You got to be careful what you say, because what I did to this girl is I told her off. I felt like I had every right. I let her know that she was a hoe, and to have 6 kids online, because I didn't judge her for having kids, and I didn't judge her at all, but she judged me right away. She quit calling for a reason. She told me that why does she have to always, she doesn't have to always answer to my text messages, and she said, I'm even lucky I gave you my number. And I turned around and told her that she was a hoe, and that she was a piece of trash, because women like that piss me off. They get online, they wear all this makeup, and they pretend to be your friend. They choose the most loneliest guy, or they choose the most average looking guy, and they use his mind. They play with the mind, because that's how the devil works. That it happens to women as well. I was reading a book today, and I was reading about 2 women. I think it was Karen and Christine. Christine was I believe she was a woman of God, and I don't remember too much of the story, but I believe that she ended up playing or being around people of unbelievers, because her husband had left her and went with another man, and it turned out that she ended up having demonic forces come against her. She ended up going back to the old life when she was a Christian woman, and it turned out that the guy that she was with was abusing her, and it turned out that he hurt her, and in the end she had to go to like clinics. This is in the Bob Larson's book. I think it is. It's in Bob Larson's book, I believe, or it's in the Prayer and Deliverance book. But it was just so strong, because it made me realize that some women also go through this. That's what turns women into what they are today, And I'm not, and I'm not, and I'm like I said, that I started thinking, what? Some of these guys, some of us guys that are in TFL movement, we were once good people. We were once, happy and good people that were just enjoying a life, until we came across these type of women. And then I started thinking that, that the Word of God tells us, to separate ourselves from and not be unyoked with the non-believer. I've learned a lesson getting with a female online. I've learned a lesson trying to talk to a woman, and I've learned a lesson. Don't believe always what they say, because what, over the internet they might just be just as worse than a girl in the world that you can ask out. If a female tells you that you're not her type, but she wants to be friends, get rid of her. If a man tells a female that he loves her, but then again he's talking to the girls, females get rid of him. It's like, we live in a society where where guys believe that sleeping with a female is gonna make them better, feel better. I see it a lot of times. Guys will brag about the type of female they slept with. They'll say bad things about them, and then I feel bad because I was in that situation at one time. I was a virgin, and I gave up my virginity to attract. At the time, I called her a hoe. She found God, but I always will remember what she did to me, and I'll never forget it. That she took that from me, and like I said, I've learned to deal with that pain. It took me a long time to finally heal from it. I had to go through many, many, many bad relationships, and that's what happened. So guys, remember that karma does come around. You just can't wish it upon nobody. You gotta just kind of just move forward with your life. But the only reason I share this because I wanted to just let everyone know that God deals with the enemy. I'll make a part 3 to this.